So, your partner has bad taste in interior decor. That's not uncommon. I feel like having good taste in interiors is hard to come by. It's a hard skill to learn when decorating your own home, and it's also hard to discover your own interior taste. That's kind of how I feel about fashion. I struggle with knowing what my taste is when it comes to what I wear. I find interiors to be a little easier, but for most people, it's really difficult to know what you like in interior decor. And then you throw in a roommate or a partner, and it makes it even more difficult because you like what you like, or you think you know what you like, and then they have completely opposite taste, or just bad taste, or really young taste. I feel like for most people, it's about growing into your adult style. I think a lot of men and women take their taste from their early 20s or when they were in college, and they kind of continue with that for longer than they should. It takes a while to kind of grow out of, that sports flag, which we are going to talk about. So here is my guide to living with a partner that has bad taste. I think my number one tip, we're going to start very strong. I mean, all of these tips are good, but this is my main approach when your partner has an object or something that just isn't cute or isn't good to display in your place. For example, if they're obsessed with some type of sports team or really anything, they have an obsession over something and they want that displayed in the house. When in doubt, go vintage. They're a big fan of the Packers. Go buy vintage Packers mugs. Get vintage Packers glassware, for example. If they want that sports team or whatever it is to be displayed in the house, just compromise on something vintage. Then it automatically kind of becomes cute. If they're obsessed with having, I don't know, sports teams, a flag of something. Get a vintage flag. Get a vintage flag and put it in a frame. Then it looks good. I don't like the approach of getting rid of everything because of aesthetics. I don't personally want a sports team anything hung in my house, but if my partner likes that, then I want to incorporate it. For example, I had an Illini trash bin in my old Chicago place. And I think it will save you a lot of energy by incorporating the things they love, but vintage. When in doubt, go vintage. It's super easy. Speaking of the sports flag or any type of flag or any type of thing they want hung on their wall, I do suggest getting it framed. Having just a plain flag hanging in your kitchen just feels very college and young, but get it framed and put it in a nice frame and kind of have it like floating in the frame. I think that's fine. I think one of the easiest ways for both partners, if they don't like something of the other person's, to put it in the bathroom. I personally love bathroom art. I don't think it's insulting to say, hey, let's put this above the toilet. I actually like when there's a cool piece of art above the toilet. Everyone has to go to the bathroom when you have guests over. They have to use the bathroom. So I think it's fun. Well, specifically, I guess for males who are peeing, looking at the wall to see a fun piece of art. So if you don't love a piece of artwork of your partner's, put it above the toilet. And it's going to be seen, probably more than other art in your house, to be honest. So throw that art above the toilet, throw it in your laundry room, put the pieces that both of you don't really love together in a space, I don't know, that's just not above your fireplace mantle. Put it above your toilet. I think one of the main struggles with moving in with your partner is giving up that gender norm of style or design. So if you have a very feminine taste in design, or if you have a very masculine taste in design, I don't think it has to go one way or the other. I would say my place is a very nice mix of masculine and feminine design. I actually lean, I think, more towards traditionally masculine design, whatever that means. But taking that out of your design approach will be super helpful. I think meeting halfway for both parties is going to make your place feel more cohesive and more like a combination of the two of you. So taking out like all gender, feminine, masculine design when approaching how you're going to decorate your place is going to be helpful. And if you do have very feminine taste or very masculine taste, maybe try exploring the other route or exploring the type of taste that your partner has. I think you might be surprised how much you like something that's out of the norm that you use in your decorating process. And I really hate when I step into someone's home and you can tell that the other person just had nothing to do with it at all. When I lived with my partner, I was always asking him, do you like this? Do you like this color? A lot of the times we would agree because, again, I think our tastes somewhat aligned. Or he also gave me a lot more design control because I do work in interiors. But I was always checking in with my partner to make sure like he liked this or vice versa, or ways that we could incorporate things that he also enjoyed. But also sometimes the partner truly just doesn't care about how it's decorated. So anyways, moving on. Let's take a quick little break to talk about today's sponsor, Thrive Market. Thrive Market is a membership-based online grocery store. Their mission is to make healthy living easy and affordable for everyone. I personally love Thrive Market because they have a lot of products that I buy on the regular. And as a Thrive Market member, you'll save on every single order, from high-quality organic products to sustainable products, which is what I look for. I think there are a lot of perks to online grocery shopping, especially if you're very busy. And with Thrive Market, you can buy the highest quality grocery essentials, eco-friendly cleaning supplies, non-toxic beauty items, supplements, wine, sustainability sourced meat and seafood, and more. And yeah, you can order this all from the comfort of your own home. I had to, of course, try out the Thrive Market organic ceremonial matcha tea, and I also tried the non-GMO matcha lemonade drink mix. I'm obsessed with the brand Bronner's, and Thrive Market has a ton of their items, and extra virgin olive oil. I always need olive oil. All orders over $49 are shipped free and delivered with carbon neutral shipping from their zero waste warehouse. For every paid annual membership, Thrive Market donates a membership to someone in need. So head to thrivemarket.com/PaigeWassel for 30% off your first order and a free gift worth up to $60. And thanks again, Thrive Market, for sponsoring this video. I am currently drinking my Thrive matcha, and it's very good. You know I love matcha, so. I think another smart approach to this is each having a color that's off limits. I personally don't love pink and purple, so if I'm with a partner that loves pink and purple, which one would I say? I probably would say pink. I think you each pick a color that is off limits to have like as a very intense statement color in your home. I personally would say the color pink, and then whatever my partner would say, we just wouldn't have that, as our sofa color. We wouldn't have that as a very intense color in our home. Maybe here and there, because you don't want to have to eliminate it 100%. It's just not going to be the main focus. So each eliminating a color, I think, is very helpful. If you're really struggling and it's causing a lot of arguments when decorating a family room, let's say, I would suggest each of you make your own Pinterest boards of the design direction you see the family room going. Include example photos, include furniture pieces you like, everything that you want that room to be. Maybe include 20 images on each of your boards. And then you swap them and you each get to eliminate 50% of the images. So you eliminate 10, they eliminate 10, and then you kind of combine what's left of the boards, and hopefully that can kind of bring you in a nice direction to get things going. That also allows you to know what your partner really hates. For example, if you had a boucle chair and your partner eliminates that, then, boucle's out. If your partner really dislikes something, I would just say nix it. Eliminate things from their board, they eliminate things from your board, and then voila, there's already a path. You can already see a path. Let's say you are fighting over a kitchen table. You want this type of kitchen table, they want this type of kitchen table. Wow, that's a mouthful. And you cannot compromise on which one you're going to get. My suggestion would be to eliminate both. Keep showing each other different suggestions of kitchen tables until you meet in the middle. When you start seeing things your partner likes and they start seeing things you like, you're going to keep that in the back of your head when searching for, round 5 of kitchen table options, that you'll eventually come to a compromise. Do you have an extra closet in your house, or do you have a basement? Because I didn't have an extra closet. I had a storage unit in my Chicago basement, and I had this shelving unit that was used just for stuff that neither of us could agree on, or gifts that we got from each other's families or friends, or stuff we just didn't love. Have a designated spot for that. Have a closet where you put, this tie blanket that your partner has had since they were a baby. This stuff does not need to be on display. It can be stored away. Or if you got gifts from like your in-laws or something and you don't love it, you don't need to get rid of it. Just put it in this closet or storage unit or shelving unit or your basement, a designated spot where things that you both maybe don't want out, or one of you doesn't want out, but you still want to keep, have it stored away. And then when the in-laws come over, whip out the glassware and be like, yeah, we love this. This is our favorite wine glass. We use it all the time. And that's the same for like throw blankets or just stuff that doesn't need to be out. Just put it away, and you both can agree on certain items of each other's that, hides in the closet until you want to use it. It's that simple. And when in doubt, always try it out. I think sometimes items can grow on you. If your partner has a piece of art that he's always loved, instead of just immediately being like, no, I don't want this out, I don't like this on display, try it out. When in doubt, try it out. Hang it somewhere. It's easy to patch up a little hole if it's a piece of art. Obviously, you don't want to spend a ton of money on something to try out, but I always think, why not see if it works? Things can grow on you. They really can. And we live in a time in design where weird things are kind of cool. Sometimes it's kind of fun to have a weird stool, from your partner's childhood or whatever it is. And then we can reevaluate. Hey, we put this here for a few months and I still don't like it. So in the end, interior design isn't that serious. If you have a roommate that has bad taste in furniture, or they have a weird floor lamp, there's no point in having conflict with a roommate over something they like and you don't, or vice versa. I think that's just kind of how it goes. I've lived with many roommates, and I can name plenty of things I did not like, but did they know that? No. But if they asked me, I would tell them. I would. Or maybe sometimes I would be like, if they're like, should we get this for the place? I would obviously be like, no. But when it comes to living with your partner, that's a whole nother thing. And I want people to walk into my place and see both of us. And I hope to do an even better job at that in my next relationship. I think I did a pretty decent job of that in my old one, but I want it to be both of us, Always ask their opinion. Don't just buy things without asking their opinion, Hopefully this was helpful. I actually was requested to make this type of video on my Instagram. Every now and then I'll ask for things that you all would like to see on my channel. So if you don't follow me and want to participate, you can follow me at Wasselpa. I'll see you next week for a home update. I've done quite a bit. And now I'm going to go make some lunch, and then Kate is coming over, and we are going to work on our pillows that we are launching in, hopefully, I'm hoping, I was going to say end of April, hopefully like end of April, mid-May. We are launching pillows at Was. So we're going to go work on that. All right. Goodbye.